Hello and welcome to another daily market update. My name is Ben and today we want to take a look at the ADA chart. We've looked at the ADA chart last time 3 weeks ago and yeah, the market did decline a little bit further since then. So I want to take a look at the chart, any updates, we are going to go through them. So let's not waste any time and take a look at the long-term and short-term chart. So we are on the dailymarketupdate.com website. Feel free to register for free here on this website and you will receive daily free Elliott-Wave market updates about different asset classes, including crypto. So if we click on the crypto section, then we can select Bitcoin, Ethereum, Decentraland, Fetch AI, and Cardano ADA. These have been updated today. If you scroll down, you'll see the other ones. Now, before we dive into the updated ADA charts, I would say we are going to take a look at what we said 3 weeks ago. Time frame, and you can see our outlook. So ADA is currently in an overall bullish structure. You can see that on this long-term chart, which is the 2-day time frame, you can see that a wave 2 likely finished last year. We see the low in September, October last year in this green wave 2. You see that this wave 2 correction was a so-called expanded flat. Okay, so we are now on the 2-day chart. So before we dive into the shorter time frame, let's first take a look at the long-term outlook because that hasn't changed since last time. The outlook is still the same, but a lot of you are interested in long-term targets, a long-term outlook for ADA and other cryptocurrencies. Very important disclaimer, we can never really say how long something takes. There are just too many influential factors there. Elliott-Wave is a really good and useful price-based system. It is an analysis tool for market structure, but it's really not easily possible, at least, to say how long something will take. There are things that can be used, like Fibonacci time zones and all sorts of things, but they are not so reliable. However, the Elliott-Waves that focus on the price, they can be very reliable, especially if we talk about impulsive structures, especially if we talk about the larger time frames. The larger the time frame, the more reliable an analysis typically is and a pattern typically is. So you see here that the ADA chart consists of a 1-2-1-2 setup, which is quite a bullish outlook. From here, a third wave rally is supposed to start. The idea is that third wave has already started, so we're likely in the early stages of it. And if this is really happening, this third wave, then we should be close to the start of potentially an altcoin season. But very important, it hasn't started yet. So don't get overexcited yet, but it's typically the goal of an Elliott-Wave trader or any pullback traders to get into a position before such a rally starts. Now, you can see that a bear market likely finished end of last year. I think the ADA low was September, October last year. And then we can say that we're now on the lookout for that break above the key resistance here at $2.51. So that would be a key breakout point. And then long-term targets, a long-term outlook start at $5.27. Maybe also $5.87 or a little bit higher, but the $5.27 level, $5.28, that is sort of the minimum expectation we would have for this third wave rally, but it could be a long-term target. So it's really difficult to say how long something really will take. And now let's take a look at the 1-day chart, and you can see that the market actually dipped a little bit lower. So as I said last time, we talked about it 3 weeks ago, and the idea was we form another low. Okay, so we form another low, and the idea has materialized. So that was communicated last time. I think it sort of worked out, this analysis. It was the right decision to be on the side of caution here because, and I mentioned it last time, this sort of sideways move, it looked a little bit like a triangle, or at least it was just sideways consolidation. The downtrend started in March and it just didn't look finished. There was no impulse to the upside. The rally here from the 13th of April low, that was just a 3-wave corrective rally. It just didn't give us any strong impression that a low was already in place. Now you see that from this wave 2 low, which was actually in June last year, we've seen a 5-wave move up. Again, different way of counting, difficult structure, but it is seen as a leading diagonal to the upside, a 5-wave move where an overlap between waves 1 and 4 is allowed. Important is here that the third wave is not the shortest, which it isn't. So, and then we've seen a sharp decline. Typically after these diagonal patterns, the corrective pullback is very sharp. Well, exactly that is what we've seen here. And now we have a pretty much complete looking corrective structure, but we're still waiting now for an upside reaction. So once we can see that magenta wave 2 is finished, at the moment it is not very clear, so it doesn't look finished. So the expectations are maybe for it to go a little bit lower, but what we are watching for, and we are on high alert for a potential small impulse. If we see a first impulse to the upside after this decline, then this impulse should be corrected again, but it's a smaller time frame move, not as massive as this 5-wave move up that happened between June and March. So it is a smaller move. So if we get a first smaller 5-wave impulse, then we can, based on that, also calculate the next trading area, support area. So we have to be a bit more patient, but really if this is the correct interpretation, and the June low definitely must hold to keep this assumption alive, then a third wave rally should start soon. A breakout point 81 cents, but it's not showing yet. So it's still worth to be on the side of caution here. Okay, so there is no confirmation that the low is in place. Be on the side of caution, and next we should expect a third wave rally, but wave counts are showing potentials. The market always needs to prove it. Okay, that's the update about ADA. Hope you enjoyed the update. Don't forget that you can let me know in the comments which other asset or cryptocurrency you want me to analyze in one of the future videos. So leave a comment below. Also, make sure that you subscribe to the website completely for free, and to the channel as well, not to miss any updates. And yeah, if you appreciate all the content we deliver here for free on YouTube, please leave a like as well. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.